Hey, what is up, everybody? Andy here, Biohazard Declassified as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just want to check we are live and in living colour. One moment. Yeah, that's all coming in. Lovely. How are we? Oh my word, it's been a hot minute. I've had maybe the busiest fucking 6 months of my life, I swear. So I'm really happy that we're finally back. We're finally doing our thing and we can finally get streams moving again. I did not charge this microphone, so I'm gonna be holding it with its cord attached, certainly for the first hour while we just shoot the shit, really, and yeah, see how everything is. So much has changed since I was really live. I think the last time I was live was, I'm actually gonna pull the stream up right now. It was ages ago, and I'm talking playing games, not just. I did post like a spurious video in between my hiatus. The last time I streamed was June the 15th. That is crazy, man. It has been a long time. Been a very long time. And I generally have missed streaming. It got to the point, guys, if you didn't know what was going on, I was basically doing a master's degree, as well as working full time, as well as being a dad, as well as being a husband, and all that fun stuff. So it kind of got to the point where I was like, man, I'm not delivering on the quality that I do want to deliver on because I just don't have time to set everything up. And I would rather give you guys 100% rather than 50%, if that makes sense. It's just about being in that mental mind space. I also went to Greece for 2 weeks, which was very nice. I was very happy to kind of chill out and then come back and start going full steam ahead. So the likelihood is we're probably going to be going live at least on Friday. So this time on Fridays, moving forward, I want to do at least one stream a week, maybe go up to 2. It probably will go up to 2 as I start adapting my schedule a little bit. We'll start playing some more games. But I have done bits and pieces during the time off. You may, if you've been following me on socials, and by the way, I have kept socials fairly up to date across the board with Resident Evil 9 news, with Gamescom news, Resident Evil movie news, and just general like day-to-day memeage, we should say. So I have been active in that regard. Well, not active, but sort of semi-active in that regard. But yeah, we're back. That's all that matters now, is that we're back. We're going to be doing this live every Friday at least, and hopefully we're going to pick up that Sunday slot as well. So I appreciate everybody hanging in there and really being patient with me, because I've not been the most consistent streamer this year, but we're building up some good things. I mean, we've got Silent Hill 2's Born from a Wish DLC, which Dusk Golem has. I mean, I have never seen this man. For people that understandably are very reluctant about what Dusk Golem reports, I've never seen this man die on the hill that is Born from a Wish. Oh my word. He is absolutely committing. He's going, guys, it's coming. Just hold on. I'm telling you it's coming. So it's really good that I'm convinced we are getting Born from a Wish. If you're not aware, Silent Hill 2 only came out on PS5. I think it's out on PC as well, but let's say PS5 because PC, everything always comes out on PC. But Silent Hill 2 was only out on PS5, and everyone's been really hoping for the Silent Hill 2 release on Xbox, which I believe it is going to be getting very soon. They've kind of made space on the website already, but more shockingly, they're going to be announcing, I think, a Switch 2 port, which comes as a shock to me, actually, with Resident Evil Requiem. They're going to be doing a Switch port. They even had a dedicated trailer for the Nintendo Switch, and it does run good. I mean, it does make sense. Switch 2 is going to be an absolutely huge install base, and finally, they're taking the initiative, Nintendo, and putting some serious horror games to it, which I'm very grateful for. So we are going to see, and not only that, having it, I don't know if it's going to be released at the same time, but it's going to be released kind of fairly close to when it comes out. I think it being out on more platforms is better than not, in my opinion. But that does, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite in that regard, because I also believe that we shouldn't make games for previous gen. And you could argue, well, Switch 2 is kind of previous gen, because by definition, it's underpowered against the big boys, we should say. 2 seconds game. Yeah, lovely, jubbly. Activity. Lovely. Craig, thank you kindly for resubscribing for the 18th month in a row. That's certainly appreciated. I'm going to do my best to try and pick them up as we go. But always appreciate you, Craig. Thank you very much for your support. So yes, yeah, we are going to be getting a Switch 2 port of Resident Evil Requiem, and I believe we're going to get a Switch 2 port of Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I think Konami is going to also drop Born from a Wish very, very soon. Dusk is saying it. I mean, I know the voice actor Maria. The voice actor for Maria has kind of alluded to it on her stream, but obviously she's not going to say anything because she's under fucking NDA, obviously. But she's kind of alluded to the fact that there's a Born from Wish DLC coming out, and I hope there is. I genuinely hope there is. Have I been playing any games in my hiatus? No, genuinely, guys. My life since June, the last stream I did, has literally been work, university, like master's degree, be a dad, work, the cycle continues. I played 0 games in that whole downtime. It's been crazy, but sometimes, guys, you've just got to put your life on hold, sort out what matters, and then go back to what you love. And I've certainly done that. So I did have time to go. Actually, we'll talk about that a little bit later. I did meet up with the Residents of Evil crew in Germany for Gamescom, which is a very special trip. We got a ton of footage and a ton of good shit out of Gamescom, and now I can finally sit and talk about it. We went to Gamescom, would have been sort of mid to late August, which is a really amazing trip. Actually, I won't go into that right now. I want to talk about that after my next point, which is probably going to be the most bittersweet point I'm going to talk about, which is Facebook gaming finally shutting their doors. Yeah, it's, how do I say this? It's not great. It's not great. After would be 5 years, no, it'd be 6 years, excuse me, of being on the Facebook gaming platform and really building my core base for Biohazard Declassified on Facebook gaming. There's no doubt about it. No gaslighting or anything. I would not be doing what I'm doing now if it wasn't for Facebook gaming. I wouldn't have had the opportunities with Residents of Evil. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to transition to Twitch. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to transition to YouTube, meet Matt RPD, meet all these cool people if it wasn't for the hard work I did on Facebook during kind of 2019, 2020, 2021. I'm genuinely really sad that platform has completely crumbled and it's no longer really a thing. But a lot of, and to be honest, hindsight being 2020, I wished I would have kind of seeked out other platforms a lot earlier, sort of 2020, 2021, like Twitch, like YouTube. But I was like, do you know what? Fucking Facebook's owned by Meta. They've got something really good here. They just need to kind of steady the ship, and they just never did. I think the release of TikTok, I genuinely think the release of TikTok and that kind of short form doom scrolling content really shook up Twitter, really shook up Meta, and it meant that they kind of didn't focus on the gaming element, the streaming at all, which is a real shame. Generally, guys, hand on my heart, Facebook gaming was the best platform to stream on. I got tons of viewership. Not just for the dopamine of having lots of viewers, but also the interactivity of people, not just aliases online, even though you guys are all amazing, but also like real people that have never entered streams before. That was the true beauty of it. And just so many other cool things, like also it's a social media platform, so you can do your daily posting, people reaching streams that way. It was such a perfect ecosystem that they fucking fumbled the bag on. And it's so frustrating to see this happen because it really could have been something special. But I genuinely would tell you guys, I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for Facebook gaming and that initial output. Your previous mic was so much better than this one, Andy. Yeah, it's being funny. And by the way, it's not how it normally is. I've just not charged it. But yeah, it's being funny at the moment, so I've not even bothered to like set it all up again. I'm like moving everything around again, like I do every fucking couple of months. It feels like. Don't worry, we will get it all set up. I mean, I've got the actual fucking thing that goes over the top and all that fun stuff. So, wait, let me check we are coming in on this one because it'd be a damn shame if it was coming in on a terrible one. One moment. Because this is actually a good microphone, so I'm hoping. It says wireless me. I'm hoping it comes in okay. Hello, hello, hello. Is it coming in okay? Hello, 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 hello. Actually, let me take off this. I guess you'll wonder. 1, 2, hello, 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 hello. Hopefully this is coming in all okay. Oh yeah, it just means it's charging. Well, that's on. 2 seconds. We have a hype train already. Amazing. Thank you kindly. I will go back to that in just a second. Just want to make sure we're all good. I will go back to that in just a second. Yeah, that's definitely the microphone. Lovely. Much clearer. Thank you kindly. Oh yeah, I don't know what setting I had on, but we are where we are now. Man, I lost where I was. So yeah, Facebook gaming, amazing platform in its heyday. A lot of viewers come into my streams and into this ecosystem we call Biohazard Declassified through that. Wouldn't have had the opportunities with honestly. So bearing in mind, fucking last 4 years have been crazy. So many opportunities have come through via Facebook gaming. Genuinely, like, wouldn't have had the deal with Residents of Evil, wouldn't have had the Keeper's Diary, wouldn't have met loads of cool people at conventions, and fucking dude, I met fucking Nakanishi-san, the director of Resident Evil 9 Requiem at Gamescom. That wouldn't have happened if I didn't do what I did on Facebook gaming. Genuinely, guys, Facebook needs its respect, and it's such a shame that it's closing down. It really is. I'm hoping in time there just needs to be an alternative that bridges the gap between just social media and live streams, because Twitch and YouTube just have such nuances that it's very hard. TikTok was onto a good thing, and actually I really want to start going live again on TikTok because that was a very special platform, but it's just the interactivity is all over the place. Just want to say a huge shout out to one moment, let me pull the activity up. We're going to be doing a bit of a just chatting stream today. I hope you guys don't mind. It's been such a long time since I spoke to you. I just want to talk to you guys, man. I just want to talk to you guys, have some fun in the chat. We'll shoot the shit and speak about Resident Evil 9, speak about the film, what's going on in my life, where I want to go, etc. All that fun stuff. But yeah, huge shout out to Thorskin, my boy, and Craig for the hype train. We've already got a hype train over on Twitch. Thank you kindly, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. If this is the first time you're checking this out, my name is Andy. This is Biohazard Declassified, dedicated survival horror content creator. Do a lot of streams, memes, daily content across socials, not just streaming. We also are very active on X. We're very active on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, dude, has been fucking crazy the last couple of months. So really happy with that. Growing quite considerably, which I'm very happy with. I love it when it's Resident Evil season. There is no better time to stream and to be involved in the community than when an upcoming Resident Evil game is on the horizon. We're going to start going through some of these comments just before I move on to the next section. Marco, how's it going? Thank you, James. With the cast so far, it's going to be interesting to see which way Zach goes. We will go into that very, very shortly. Do not worry. I do want to talk quite extensively about the Resident Evil film and what you guys think of it. Marco, did anyone ask Charlie if it's him on the box cover from OG RE1? Well, I actually have the answer to that question, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I want to see if I can detach this because I feel like I'm tethered. Is it still live? Is it still coming through? I think it is. I think it is. I don't know if it's fully charged, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's so much better. I'm not tethered anymore. Yay! Lovely jubbly. Right, so did anyone ask Charlie if it's him on the box of the OG RE1? So, very simply, Marco, the OG RE1 box art, which is what you're referring to, with the guy with the gun, is actually from Judge Dredd, the 1995 adaptation with fucking Sylvester Stallone. There's literally a frame in it where he's holding like a rifle, and all they've done is like fucking re-rendered it with a new character. It's literally Judge Dredd. That's super anticlimactic, I know, but it's not Charlie Kraslavsky. It's Judge Dredd. Now, Charlie was at a convention. Would have been like 2 years ago now, and a chap by the name of Sebi Deercop sent me a message of Charlie doing that classic pose, and I sent that to my graphics design artist B-Serve, and he actually like messed around with it and put it in a box art. It looked really fucking cool. That's what I'm trying to say. You were missed, Andy. Thank you kindly. Again, this is going to be a very interesting stream because I don't expect it to have like a ton of viewership, but it's going to be very informative. We're just shooting the shit, gang. To be honest, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to talk all things Resident Evil. Do what we do best, gang. Let's talk about Resident Evil. So, if you're enjoying the stream so far, if you're over on YouTube, make sure you drop a cheeky like. That'd certainly be appreciated. And yeah, I'm genuinely grateful for all of you popping by and seeing us, man. It's appreciated. Welcome back. Thank you, Mayor Sama. Appreciate that. Ballistic, Mary / Maria's actor confirmed yesterday on the stream that she has not done any recordings from Born for a Wish remake until she says otherwise. Yes, I saw that, and I think it's all a bit of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I genuinely think Born from Wish is coming, but as ever, open to being wrong. Holy shit, is this a dream? Yes, your restless dreams have led you once again to Biohazard Declassified. Lulu Lasers in the chat. Thank you. Mark Steele, my good friend. Mark's actually, we've been talking quite a bit, so we've spoken during the hiatus. Thank you kindly, as always, Mark. I hear social media platform we could do competitors that offer better services. Yes, I mean I thought Kick would be a huge one, but it just kind of wasn't, to be honest. It's got a unique market, but it's not enough to kind of challenge Twitch and YouTube, etc. But it does need to. It does need to be another competitor. And genuinely, like, if there's a couple of people that are in the chat right now that was in that original Facebook gaming era, like Mark Steele, who just at the height of it was just spectacular platform to stream on. Genuinely was. Now, I did share a video in my kind of downtime, actually. And that was man, there's kind of two parts to this, really. So I know Leon's in RE9. I just know he is. I can't tell. I'm like Dokes, dude. I know he's in it, but I can't tell you guys. I can't tell you how I know, but I'm telling you he's in it. Just please trust me. He's in it. I'm telling you. But yes, so there was kind of two things that alluded to a leak of Leon in RE9. One I actually shared a video on, which was that really goofy I don't even explain it. It's like a picture had leaked online, whether it be through Twitter or whatever, and it was all in Japanese, Chinese or Japanese, and it had Leon with an eye patch. Definitely wasn't buying it at all. And I did quite a comprehensive video on it, what it said, what my thoughts are on it. So please check that out. And if you're on YouTube, I uploaded it a couple of weeks ago now. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And we just broke down the image, where it come from. I think it's just a re-render of an old Resident Evil 2 remake. Leon S. Kennedy have just made him older in like ChatGPT or fucking Gemini or something. Man, my hair is doing this weird like 1950s greaser right now. Let me just sort that out. So yeah, not buying that whatsoever. So that was the first one. And then you had IGN at Gamescom mentioning it, talking about the hair physics of Ashley. What's her name? What's the main character? Grace. Grace's hair physics, and she mentions Leon S. Kennedy, and everyone on Twitter was like, "Oh, hang on a minute, did you just say Leon?" I think she meant Leon as in RE4 Leon, because she was talking about the RE engine and how good it is, and she's like, "Yeah, Grace's hair is fantastic, Leon's is fantastic," and I think that's what she meant. But everyone's taken that as like, "Oh yeah, Leon's in the game. It's all but confirmed now. He is in the game, but that's not the confirmation that we're going to have." Quickly, Badham's coming in with a £5 super chat. Working at a scare maze venue at the moment. Can't hear a thing. Constant screams and SFX. Something I wouldn't mind to hear from the Hag and other monsters. Well, have a good one, my friend. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next one and you can actually hear the stream. But appreciate your support as always, Badham's. And yeah, man, thank you kindly as ever. Ballistic says, did you play the OG Born from a Wish? Bluebot or whoever could potentially be making it. It will need to be flesh it out. It's very short. I think Bluebot are making it. It's not been confirmed. I mean, Dusk Golem is absolutely dying on the hill that it's coming out. And it's just a waiting game for it to get announced. I know I haven't played it. I've obviously, you guys have watched me play Silent Hill 2 on stream. Never got around to playing DLC. Maybe we'll do that at some point. If they announce Born from a Wish, I will. I'll go back and play the original for sure. Yeah, it was an accidental find during the pandemic. Yeah, that's how a lot of people found me, which I'm eternally grateful for. Changing the subject slightly, you seen Alien Rogue Incursion Evolved Edition? I have not. I've been a bit out of the loop with Alien games, actually. Isn't there another like Alien game coming out? Sorry, I just randomly clicked on a Maven video. 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, I'm a bit out of the loop. I don't know what Rogue Incursion is. Is that like a new AAA Alien game? I'm not sure. Until I see, this is a great point from Steve. Until I see Leon in a trailer, I'm not believing any Leon rumor. Yes, I agree. I'm telling you, he's in it though. I can't tell you how I know, gang. I can't tell you how I know, but I'm just telling you, he is in it. And prepare your anuses because it's going to be glorious. But yeah, you're totally right to be reluctant, and I do not blame or not sympathize with your position. Will they release a Leon trailer? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Remember, they rused us at Gamescom. Sorry, not Gamescom. Jeff Awards. What the fuck is it called? Somebody tell me. Jeff's event that he had earlier in the year. Summer Game Fest, maybe? They rused us with that. And I said, it's coming, guys. And then bang, Requiem come out. So they're used to rusing us. I think it's all a ruse. They've even spoken about Leon during the trailer. Excuse me, the build-up. Nakanishi-san has already spoken about Leon in an interview. And he said that Leon is not the main character. But why would he specifically mention Leon? Like, we can go into it, I guess, but I believe that they're putting way too much focus on Leon without mentioning him. Resident Evil Wiki is in the fucking chat. Huge shout out to Resident Evil Wiki. If you don't know who Resident Evil Wiki is, of course you know who Resident Evil Wiki is, because it's the absolute resource of all things Resident Evil that we've all followed for years. Well, guess what? Resident Evil Wikis frequencies their time in my stream, which we always be extremely grateful for. And they always drop an absolute ton of information and gen in the chat. And we're not just like the Resident Evil games, but also the films. We always have a great chat. We've spoken behind closed doors very frequently. I think Resident Evil Wiki, to be honest, you're probably the only person I actively always talk to over social media. So I always appreciate you dropping by, spending some time with us and dropping some knowledge. That's what you're doing right now. It was simplified Chinese, the spelling system only used in mainland China, though it was sus because it specifically was so weird that Capcom would loan out dev support to a country that banned Resident Evil. I don't think anybody believes that this is a thing. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Just so give you guys a bit of context. It's like a really stupid where the fuck is it? Right, I think that's it. I had to go on Destructoid. This wasn't from Destructoid, but it's the only source I can bring up very, very quickly. Open image in new tab. Yeah. Oh, fuck off. I've just enabled notifications on Destructoid. Fuck. I don't want none of that nonsense. Right. Let's do this one. Oh, not that one. Let's do that one. There we go. Look at that, gang. Oh, all about production value here at Biohazard Declassified. Let me just pull Resident Evil Wiki's comment up again. But yes, this was the image that we're all talking about of this. I don't know. It's like a fucking leaflet of some kind that's written in Chinese. It has like an RPD officer who's just skin and bone, basically, which makes no sense because Raccoon City got hit by a thermobaric missile. I would have thought they would have caused a little bit more damage than just removing his skin. I don't know why the RPD outfit is so fine and undamaged. It's got a two-headed licker, which, okay, I'm happy to see a two-headed licker. And then Leon S. Kennedy with an eye patch, because obviously the S in Leon S. Kennedy stands for snake, as we all know. And yeah, I'm just not believing this for a second. I mentioned it in that video very extensively where I went through all of the wordage. I literally threw it through ChatGPT just to give you guys a bit of context. It's not true. It just seems sus. Leon is in it, but this is not Leon. This is just a terrible AI render of Leon that have slapped on it to try and generate a bit of buzz because the Tokyo Game Show was like happening as this image released. So I do hope to see Leon show up. I just don't trust any of the rumors due to how many times we've had 4chan jokes show up. Yes. Well, I'm telling you, Leon is in it, and we'll talk behind closed doors, Ari Wiki, but yes, he is in it. He is in it. I can't tell you how because it will absolutely fucking jeopardize everything. But he is. Trust me. It's a single-player survival game. Oh, yes, this is Rogue Incursion. You play as Zula Hendricks. What is it, a first person? Is it a strategy game? What is it? Ark Thompson has a better chance of being in Resident Evil 9. Glorious stuff. Glorious stuff. Well, let me pull this up full screen here. Yeah, we're good for now. What is this addictive horror they keep talking about? Well, it's all a bit all over the place because I also saw an article where Nakanishi-san says that they're struggling to identify that Resident Evil 9 is horror because they've like played it so many times. But I think that's just a translation issue. Generally believe that. Emmy's in the chat. Let's go. Great to have you in. Thank you kindly. Hope you're doing well. I can see a Leon. Oh, I didn't even think about this. I can see a Leon DLC definitely being a thing. Yes. I mean, separate ways. really Separate Ways just blew me away, by the way. How, like, it wasn't just a DLC, it was like another fucking chapter in the game. It was glorious. Really enjoyed. And Separate Ways was only like, it was like $10 or $20. It really wasn't a lot. So for the content they had packed in it, just looked glorious. Capcom live event at NYC Comic Con, 1 hour in, no Resident Evil 9 yet. Well, there is quite an extensive panel there. It's not as involved as Gamescom, but there is a panel there. Susie the Sphere Hunter's at it. I don't think we're going to get any more stuff from it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any more than what we know now and from the trailers that have come out from the Switch 2 trailer. I don't think we're hearing anything else. Keith Martin treatment. Time Crisis 5. Dude, Nate, we need more fucking Time Crisis games. We've got PSVR 2. We've got the Oculus Quest 845. How have we not had a new Time Crisis game? Or a game that's like Time Crisis? Time Crisis, man, light guns. Man, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to chill out. Light gun games are just such a lost art. It's kind of like Guitar Hero. They're just like a lost art form which need a serious resurgence. There's no better feeling than going into an arcade. Man, where was I? Can't remember where I was, but I played Time Crisis again and it was glorious. At an arcade machine. It's fucking, Robert Baxter. Time Wild Dog. Time Crisis 2. Oh, man, I cannot speak more highly of Time Crisis. Glorious series. Do you think that they will get PSVR 2 support patch? Yes, absolutely. There will be. Just like Village, just like 7 had VR support and RE4 remake. It's almost guaranteed to have VR2 support. I don't know what the install base is for VR2. To me, it seems like it's flopped a little bit. I mean, the price point was absolutely ridiculous. Literally, the only person that I know that's got a PSVR2 is fucking JJ. Like, I know nobody else has got a VR2. So, and from a content creating point of view, and I'm not saying I just play games for you guys, even though I love playing games for you guys. Like, there isn't really a huge content creation base for PSVR unless it's a VR focused channel. Like, if I went live playing VR, it just wouldn't get the same reception, which I find interesting. The example they used in the interview makes sense in context, not knowing if it would be scary since they were redoing Ethan's leg amputation would work. If they bore it too heavily, it'd be predictable. Yes, I agree. Man, Resident Evil 7 was generally scary as well. Oh, thank you, James. Arcade Club sent the Kickstarter to Time Crisis. Yeah, because that was a big thing, is the CRT support. Is that the old light guns only worked on classic CRTs. But, I mean, how has there not been a modern, like, invention? Time Crisis 4, I remember picking that up and you had to, like, put IR sensors on your TV. Stupid as hell. The controller was awful. You had, like, a gun that had, like, half a controller smashed into the side of it. It looked stupid. I'm glad that they kind of done away with the GunCon 3. It was terrible. Yeah, I need to play RE7 again. I agree. Dino Crisis does need a remake. It does need a remake indeed. Thought they were working on a remake. What is this in reference to, Tom? We'll get that question answered. Is that to do with Silent Hill? That was a big shock, by the way. Having Silent Hill 1 remake randomly drop in at the same time as Resident Evil 9 Requiem. That was kind of funny. Not had a chance to play Silent Hill F. Heard amazing things about it. Really highly praised game. Shout out to Neo Bards, Al Yang, all the crew for putting that together. Looking forward to playing it. To be honest, I am tomorrow. I need to upgrade my iPhone because my iPhone is just it's like 13 Pro Max. Battery life's terrible. Tomorrow is my first weekend in like 6 months. I'm not doing anything. So I might go and like get the new iPhone from the Apple store. And I might go out and buy a PlayStation Portal, but we'll see how I feel. Because the big issue I've got here is I'm in my shed, and it's very annoying if I want to play my games because my PS5 is out here. So I want like a way of just playing games on the go. So I might actually go and get a Portal. Yeah, Fatal Frame 2 remake. Why not remake the first one? It's the same argument we was having on Silent Hill 2. Why do you think this, guys? Why do you think they went straight to Fatal Frame 2 and not 1? Because I remember Fatal Frame 1 more. I do want to play Fatal Frame 2, actually. They've got a very good Wii version, I think. But for real, though, we need old light gun games. Yes, we do. I think there is a platform you can have it. It like emulates it. It emulates the CRT. It's very, very cool. Are there any confirmations of what Resident Evil remakes are in the works? So I got given an inkling that RE1 was in the loop. I did a video on it like 2 years ago. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, babe. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid as well. But yes, Code Veronica is definitely in development. I know that, but can't tell you. Definitely in development, that one. And I think once we've gone through the rigmarole of Resident Evil 9, maybe back into next year, early part of 2027, we'll get the announcement. By the way, Gamescom was absolutely unbelievable for Resident Evil content. So I went out there with JJ. We stayed in what I can only describe as an Eastern Bloc apartment. Like, it felt like you were staying in fucking East Germany during World War II. It was rough as arseholes, but it's character building and memory building, I guess. We had a lot of fun. We was out there for sort of 3-4 days. It's obviously only an hour flight from me, Cologne. Had a lot of fun, met up with Matt RPD, Alex and Neil, who authored the unofficial history of Resident Evil, Itchy Tasty. Huge shout out to Alex and Neil. Yeah, just had a lot of fun. Obviously, we had a chance to play Resident Evil Requiem. It was only a short segment. It's the one that everybody's seen, but it was such a cool setup. So obviously, I was shooting videos for Ro at the same time, met some fantastic cosplayers, getting everybody's thoughts on Resident Evil Requiem as it was as we was there. They had an amazing set, gang. If you've been on Ro's YouTube or you've been on like my socials, the set that they had for Resident Evil 9 was really special. They had like the RPD gates all dilapidated. It was fantastic. And then you go into a room, everything is like ornate armoire. Like, we wasn't allowed to record this, but it was all like ornate armoire fucking like cabinets. That's the best way I can describe it. Loads of 4K TVs. I believe it was playing on the PS5 Pro, maybe. I think it was, because it was running at 60 frames a second, which probably doesn't say a lot, but there was no stutters or lag or anything, and it was definitely 60 frames a second. I couldn't see if there was a performance mode or anything like that. But it looked good. It played fantastic. And there wasn't enough there to kind of chew on. It was timed as well. I don't know if that's been picked up in any of the reviews you've seen, but the demo that we played of RE9 Requiem was timed. So JJ actually got to the end. I mean, and by that time, like, we'd already seen kind of the gameplay of it. So we knew kind of what to expect, but I was still kind of going into it fresh because I just had so much going on, but I still wanted to, check it out. But it was kind of like the one-shot demo from RE2 Remake, if you remember that, from 2018, where it like just goes off after a certain period of time. That's exactly what happened. So my one went off, but JJ actually finished his one. They didn't give enough away. They did not give enough away in the Requiem demo. I'm surprised they've not put that out publicly yet, actually. I had fun, by the way. It was a fantastic demo. You can play in first or third person, so you can swap on the fly, or you can have it like contextual, like if the game wants you to play it in first person, then you play it in first person and vice versa. But I played it in third person. I believe that Resident Evil is a third person game. I don't believe it's a first person. And it felt like a third person game. Like Resident Evil Village, when you play it in third person, doesn't feel like a third person game. Very hard to explain if you've not played it, but I trust you get what I mean. What else? What else? Yeah, very sharp, very good looking game, very fucking scary. We did manage to get a picture in there, which we wasn't allowed to do, but what they're going to do, they're going to throw us out. Oh, well. Had a lot of fun. We actually did kind of jump the queue, I guess you would say. We was very grateful. Someone at Capcom actually kind of held out an olive branch because our appointment got cancelled, which was frustrating. So we would have had to have waited like 4 hours to play the game, but they snuck us in, which we're very grateful for. But we did manage to play it, had a lot of fun. And yeah, all systems go for Resident Evil Requiem. We also had the opportunity to play Resident Evil Survival Unit. And if you don't know what that is, that's that new mobile Resident Evil game that's coming out back end of the year. I think when I spoke to them, it was definitely 2025, but probably like the back end of 2025, so like December time. Weird game. I was watching JJ play it. It was fairly interesting, but it is a mobile game. It is kind of designed for you to spend money. But it did have really cool like sequences in it where you're kind of walking through dark corridors, picking stuff up, solving puzzles. It was generally good in that regard. And I really enjoyed seeing those sequences, but then it kind of, I don't know. I find these mobile games, these like pay to play mobile games, they kind of, you know, like tower defense games or like Clash of Clans, whatever. They like dump you with loads of info. Like, oh yeah, create your character. Here's how you level up your character. Takes you through all of these like menus and stuff. Like a really strange tutorial that they all do. And it's just so immersion breaking because you're just so overwhelmed with everything that's going on and you lose focus. It did that a little bit. At the end of the day, guys, it's a non-canon Resident Evil game. I sat down and interviewed the executive producer, nice enough Japanese fellow. But to be honest, it's just a license that they're using. They could have used any other horror game or a horror franchise. It could have been Silent Hill. It could have been fucking Fatal Frame. It didn't have to be Resident Evil. So obviously, we was very respectful. These guys gave us their time when they absolutely did not have to. But it's just a mobile game with a Resident Evil skin on it. Please set your expectations, is what I would suggest. It's a free mobile game, and you know that they're going to try and twist it so with the microtransactions. Just bear that in mind. All that being said, though, very grateful that they allowed us to play it at the event, afforded us their time. Remember, guys, time is a currency that you can never get back. So anybody that offers you their time, even if you don't like what they're selling, is certainly appreciated. So thank you to I can't remember what the company's called that's making it. Joy-Con, Team Joyce. They're a Korean company. Very nice people, very accommodating, and randomly gave me a Snickers, which is very kind of them. The monster in the demo has to be Alyssa Ashcroft mutated with the virus. Yes, I'm pretty much set on that. I've not had any confirmation that is Alyssa, but I believe it is. So, yes, we're on the same page, Ballistic. But let me know, guys, what do you think of everything you've seen about Resident Evil Requiem? What questions do you have? What theories do you have? Let's get a bit of discussion going as we kind of move forward with the stream. And I'm going to go back to my notes and see, because I wrote a big list of everything I want to talk about. Yeah, that Facebook Gaming, Gamescom. Obviously, Resurrection is going in all... Despite all of the stuff I've got going on, yes, I'm still a producer over at the Resurrection fan film, which I'm sure some of you guys in the chat have donated to, which is very great, which we're very grateful for. It's fully shot, fully wrapped. I've actually got to shoot a sequence with Pablo Kuntz in the next, I need to get it done within the next 6 weeks, really, because we really want to move forward with the edit. But yes, we are looking at a kind of March release because it's going to be the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil 1. So it's moving at a very quick pace. Andrew's working hard in the edit. We're very grateful for that. And yeah, we've basically got one sequence left to film, and then it's all to post-production. That's where the real magic happens. I didn't have the chance to go out with the guys just because I was absolutely inundated with this degree, but the footage of the shot is exceptional. I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are too. It's truly the biggest project in the space that's ever been attempted. I'm very proud to be part of it. Definitely don't want to do another 6-figure production as a fan film, just because it's so much effort. And when you're working full time and you've got other responsibilities in your life, I'm happy with the Keeper's Diary. I'm happy with the kind of 50 grand. We do what we need to do, week-long shoot, and then we punch it out. But we did it, we do it, and we're going to deliver. So I do not think it's Lisa Trevor, Lulu Laser. I think it's just too far-fetched of a theory, but I'm open to being wrong. Yeah, Zero and Code Veronica remake does ring true. Definitely Code Veronica remake. I'm not sure on Zero. I'd like Zero to be. I think that does deserve a remake. Code Veronica is probably the last one that seriously needs a remake, because Zero and one remake still look fantastic. I was checking it out the other day because I think there was an anniversary recently for one of them, and I was like, oh my god, this game is over 20 years old and it looks this good. Unbelievable. I'll tell you what we might do if I can get some time on Sunday, I might do a stream. I've really wanted to try this. There's like a Michael Jackson Resident Evil game. It's goofy as hell, like a fan game. I definitely want to test that out. So maybe we'll play that just as a bit of fun. I want to edge myself back into streaming, because I was literally doing super serious streaming schedule, doing a master's degree, being a dad, fucking working but when I say I was burning myself out, guys, oh my god, it was getting to the point I was getting to my stream room and thinking, man, it's 8:30 and I need to go out into my shed and set my stream up, and I just don't have the time. And if I don't have the time, I don't want to subject my viewers to a poor stream, basically, if that makes sense. I don't want you guys to see shit because I've not got the time to set everything up properly, is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I just kibosh streaming for a bit. I was like, do you know what? Everyone's going to come back because we always have fun when we're on the channel. And yeah, just got to fucking sort it out, get my head over the hill, which I did. And then we're back live and live in color, baby. Resident Hee-Heeville. I'm actually going to make it. I'm definitely going to use fucking AI to make some stupid thumbnail of Michael Jackson in Resident Evil. Hey, where's Murdoch? How's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Welcome in. We're talking all things Resident Evil. This is just going to be just chat and stream. I'm not going to be playing any games. We're just having a bit of fun talking all things survival horror Resident Evil. Ballistic. Any temptation to stream Chronos The New Dawn, seeing as yourself and the rest of Row interviewed the devs? Yes. I just haven't had the time. I generally do want to play it. I did. We was invited to a private before they did the public. It's very hard to explain. So they had their own booth at Gamescom. We did an interview with them. By the way, super nice guys. Loved them. The video that you see of JJ shooting, interviewing the guys, I was behind the camera. Super nice guys. We had a ton of fun playing Kronos. Definitely want to play it at some point. I just need to make some time for it. If you guys want to see it, I'll check it out for sure. Let's go, James. I love Kill Switch Engage. And yes, End of Heartache was the theme song for Apocalypse, which is really funny. It gets to the ending and then hits Kill Switch Engage. It's glorious. By the way, I've moved everything around. Hope this is all looking okay. I think we're going to try and keep to this look. I might move some of this around. I don't know yet. We'll kind of figure it out. Like, because I do like this. Like this. This is only like flat. Like this is what it looks like behind. It's like a metallic shed, but this is just magnets on the wall. It looks good. I got these off Teespring, by the way. They're called tapestries. So I've got one here. This was actually on Teespring. Someone was selling it. It's just a Resident Evil dude with survival horror here. Well, it says it at the top. You have once again entered the world of survival horror, which is really cool. And then I had this one because I became a Teespring partner. They actually sent me this. I was like, oh, I really want a Keeper's Diary tapestry. So I had this made up. You know, it's a moment in time. Probably never. Well, I probably will make another short film, but nothing like that. That was a really special production, The Keeper's Diary, and I'm so happy that I was in the trenches with Andrew. Learned a lot on the job. Oh my word, we learned a lot on the job, but we had fun, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm grateful for putting that all together with Andrew. I think the person in the hood could be Nikolai in Resident Evil 3. What do you think, Andy? I think it's in a brand new original character. I don't think it's someone we've met. Generally, don't think that's the case. But that being said, gang, what happened to Nikolai? Did he just die in the thermobaric missile? We'll see. I mean, it's never been 100% confirmed that he dies in the new lore for Resident Evil 3 remake, so we'll see. Theory 1, there are survivors of Raccoon City who are quarantined and forced to survive in the ruins of Raccoon City, forced to adapt and survive, and they formed a cult based on the cure that's within Grace. Wow. Holy shit. That is a really, really, really good fucking theory. I like that a lot. And it does make a lot of sense. 100% makes a lot of sense because we know that there was mad blockades and stuff like that. So it's not out of the realms of possibility that a cult who are looking for salvation would materialize for sure. Midgardian, I've seen playthroughs of the MJ mod. It's so ridiculous and goofy, but in the best way. I'm looking forward to it, gang. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to check it out, actually. I'm going to have a lot of fun. What are your Resident Evil 9 theories, gang? Let us know in the chat. I want to hear. I want to hear about them. Michael Jackson mod. What else did I have here? Oh, yes, the Resident Evil movie, which is gaining a lot of steam. I don't know if Resident Evil Wiki's in the chat. They have had their absolute finger on the pulse when it comes to Resident Evil, the Resident Evil Zach Cregger movie. He knows everything, man. He's got filming locations, actors, just so much good shit. So if Resident Evil Wiki, if you're in the chat, please give us a little bit of an information dump as to what you know about the new Resident Evil movie, what your thoughts are and all that fun stuff. I did read a very early script of the Resident Evil film. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the final one that we're going to see, but it's hard to convey because Zach Cregger is a very talented horror director who is a time-tested Resident Evil fan. So I'd like to think he's going to know what he's doing. He's made some unbelievably good films, and he is a horror director. He's not just someone who's been parachuted in, they have obviously a very clear vision to what they want Resident Evil to be, and they will make that happen. So, yeah, was. It was it was an okay script. From what I read, it was interesting. It was an original story, not what you're used to. Original characters, some references back to Resident Evil, but a completely original story. So it's all gonna depend on how Zach approaches it. Because at the end of the day, scripts are just words on a page. It's up to the director to bring it to life. Have you seen the rumor we might get more Silent Hill Townfall news and a Silent Hill 1 trailer soon? Oh, I don't know if we'll get a Silent Hill 1 trailer soon, but I think we'll just have that kind of reveal for a long time, and then they'll put a trailer out at some point. But we do need another Silent Hill transmission, because we're kind of entering a new phase of Silent Hill, because they've done the last message, short message, they've done Silent Hill 2 remake, they've done Silent Hill Ascension, and they've just done Silent Hill F. Now it's time to go, yeah, that's kind of the first phase done. Here's the next phase. Silent Hill Townfall, Silent Hill 1 remake, and then the Silent Hill movie, obviously. Which, by the way, I don't think actually looks that great. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was more impressed with the Letter to James short film by Rebel Monkey Productions. Highly recommend you check that out. It's like a free fan film on YouTube, crowdfunded by the community. Looks absolutely fantastic. Well worth checking out. Genuinely well worth checking out. And I think the visual effects in that are actually better than the trailer we saw for Return to Silent Hill. Apparently, I don't know whether this is true, but apparently Zach Kreger live streamed him playing Resident Evil during the pandemic. I don't know if that's true, but I'm told that it is. Can somebody fact check me on that? But yeah, I actually don't know what Silent Hill Townfall is. Still don't really understand what it is. Sorry, I just lost my ticker at the bottom. Is that the one with Annapurna? Annapurna Interactive. Upcoming horror game delivered. Oh, Annapurna Interactive. Spin-off of Silent Hill intended to launch an anthology series from various creatives. So is it going to be like Until Dawn? Like that sort of, or Heavy Rain? I'm not actually familiar with Annapurna Interactive. Oh, more you know. No record of him live streaming RE. I didn't think so. Someone said it on a random Twitter post, but it must be misinformation. What do you think about Anthony Starr, who played Homelander throughout Albert Wesker? Yes, I would. I just don't think that Constantine would want to stretch to the fee that Anthony Starr would want. But yeah, he would be a perfect Wesker, man. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm looking off screen because I'm just looking at the Silent Hill Townfall. It's so weird, actually, looking back at the Silent Hill transmission from 2022 when they just like announced loads of Silent Hill games. Because like ever since like everyone was on edge on what Silent Hill was going to be in its next phase until Silent Hill 2 remake come out. That's what I thought. Like when the short message come out, everyone was like, not really sure this is the Silent Hill I want. And then the Silent Hill Ascension come out and everyone was like, this is definitely not what we want. And then Silent Hill 2 remake coming out, and I think that settled a lot of people's nerves about what Konami have got in store for Silent Hill. And then Silent Hill F is also doing fantastic. So they've really killed it, man. Just Silent Hill's had a resurgence. Resident Evil has had a resurgence. I was hoping Alone in the Dark's resurgence would have been a little bit better, but that's kind of, I think that's actually sunk THQ, you know. It's a bit of a shame, really, that didn't, you know, didn't fly off the shelves as much as it probably should have done. Like had David Harbour in it, etc. That's just such a shame. He was really flat in it, though. I did not rate his performance in Alone in the Dark. Just not great at all. I hope so, James. And again, if you wanted, I would highly recommend you guys check out Barbarian. I'm really excited to watch Weapons. I just want to see that, actually. Wait there. Excuse me. I want to see if Weapons is available outside of theaters yet. Oh, it's on Prime Video. Right, okay. Okay. More you know. I need to check that out. I missed it again because I've been so busy. I've completely missed the run in theaters. The last time I went to go watch a film in the theater was actually 28 years later, which was a weird fucking film, bro. I did not know what to expect from that until I watched it. Not sure. Not sure what, I mean, I'm going to watch the next one. Is it Bone Temple? Looking forward to that. It was good, but it wasn't good because it was like an amazing zombie film. It's just very interesting. Hey, Karen, long time no speak. Great to have you in the chat. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. We're finally back live. We're going to start building up a regular schedule again in anticipation for the release of Resident Evil 9, of course. 28 years later wasn't great. Yeah, for the fucking 20 years we waited for it. Yeah, my socks weren't blown off, let me tell you. I will be at some point, Karen. I need to sort everything out on TikTok because it's a very interesting platform, as we all know. It's just not been too great for us. So yeah, we're gonna get that sorted, I assure you. Should have been watching Mortal Kombat 2 this month, but no. Is that not? Oh yeah, because it got pushed back, didn't it? It got delayed. I forgot about that. Great to have you in the chat as always, Elizabeth. Thank you kindly. But yeah, so many horror is just on another level right now. Like survival horror, just smashing it out, man. Even like some of the people that we met at Gamescom, we met the team at who were making Ground Zero, which is like an indie game, kind of like Resident Evil. And man, just everyone's super hyped for survival horror right now. So refreshing to see. Oh, I accidentally kicked my camera there. Sorry. Try and push it back here. There you go. One of the RE movie actors is at New York Comic Con. One of the wiki admins is in VIP row at the Capcom show. But hopefully we can see him. Ooh. Oh, Resident Evil Wiki, dump as much as you can regarding the film. We're going to be talking about the Resident Evil film right now, so dump as much knowledge as you can about the film, and then we'll just go off it. What you know today, or what you're happy to speak about publicly, that'd be appreciated. Animates. Hey, Andy, what do you think about the new Resident Evil 2 Deadshot, which is an arcade title which was recently announced. Well, it's interesting you say that, Animates, because about 60 miles from me in a place called Romford in Essex, it's more like 40 miles, but it's not split hairs now. They actually have that arcade cabinet. So I've not had a chance to go up and play it, but I do want to make time to go up and check it out because it does look, it just looks like an on-rail shooter based on Resident Evil 2 Remake, which is really good. It's at the Bandai Namco. I don't know if it's a museum or a store in Romford. So we want to check that out for sure. I think once I see weapons, I'll either be very comforted or very distressed about the Resident Evil film. Thing is, we knew Welcome to Raccoon City. I remember being in Susie the Sphere Hunter's house when Welcome to Raccoon City came out, when we was going to go watch it at the theatre. And I remember her saying, this is going to be a terrible film. I was like, why do you think so? You're not even going to give it a chance? And she was like, no, not really, because like there's been literally zero marketing on it, which is not a good thing whatsoever. Like beyond, like, I think Biohazard, Declassified, and Residents of Evil did more marketing than Sony for Welcome to Raccoon City. Like we had people on the ground in Sudbury, like taking pictures of the set, taking pictures, like recording the big rig going through the town and blowing up. We like did total guerrilla marketing for that. It was amazing. But she said, don't you think it's interesting? It's been like, the film's coming out in fucking a couple of days and there's been like nothing substantial, no massive. I actually need to go back and watch that. Maybe we'll do that for a stream, do a little watch party. Because it's literally been 4 years since I watched that. Well, 4 years next month. Man, time goes so quickly. I've only seen it once. The only time I watched Welcome to Raccoon City was a private screening in Las Vegas. Ro was there, like JJ, Corey, Tony, Beggy. So Ro was there, I was there, Ink Ribbon was there, and Susie the Sphere Hunter was there. It was interesting. I don't think there's going to be any characters in the Resident Evil movie that are going to be from the games. I think it's an original concept, which, by the way, not against at all. From a cinematography and story development point of view, I'm confident in Zach Kreger. I'm just wondering how much fanfare he'll do. Yes, that's it, because I felt like Welcome to Raccoon City was just too on the nose, like with the itchy tasty, like someone written it on a window and then burst through and was like screaming it in Claire's face. And it's like, that's not what itchy tasty is. Itchy tasty is fucking Keeper's Diary, dude. Like in a book. It's not. It's someone descending into madness. It's not like. It's not what they portray. It was just goofy, man. And they had like a herb in the background, and I can imagine like, oh, what is this now? I can't remember the director's name now. He was in the background like, see, I'm a Resident Evil fan. Nothing will beat though Tom Hopper, who played Wesker in Welcome to Raccoon City, who famously said, when I was shooting the film, I had to hold myself back and say, man, this really feels like the games, which is such a lie. Oh my God, that's like the biggest lie out of that entire run, that media run of Welcome to Raccoon City. Why would he lie like that? It's just, I'd rather him just not say anything and just say, yeah, man, it's scary. It's our own creation. It's our own spin on it. At least Zach Craig has been honest. Genuinely, he has been honest and said, look, it's not based on the film. It's not based on it's based on the games, but it's not got anybody in it that's in the games. But yeah, I still can't. I was trying to find the article the other day and I couldn't find it. But Tom Hopper genuinely said, "Man, it's really like the games." No, it's not. What fucking games are you playing? Welcome to Raccoon City just had a couple of really cool locations that look like the games. That was it. Like the main hall and the main hall of the RPD and the mansion was really cool. Outside of that, no shit. But honestly, guys, it's been amazing talking with everybody again. Everybody's connecting back with us. As I said, we are going live on Sunday with the Michael Jackson mod for Resident Evil. I think that'd be really funny for us to do. But I needed this. I cannot begin to articulate to you guys how much I've missed streaming, how much I've missed coming on here and talking to you guys about my favorite game series, Resident Evil. I'm very humbled that everybody's checking my stream out. It really means a lot. We've got a lot of old faces coming back in. I'm grateful. I genuinely am grateful. We've got a new microphone. This is the Rode Wireless Me. You saw this in the Row video, and I thought, you know what? I can use this like for my actual setup because it does sound pretty good. It's very crispy. I like it, and it's an actual clip mic, so I can I'm holding this because I'm not playing a game, but eventually, obviously, I'll take this off and I'll pin it down here, and then we'll stream like this. But it sounds crispy as hell. I really like it. It's a fantastic brand. I love Rode. I'm not sure what we'll do long term. Maybe we'll try and get that microphone working again. It's just time, man. Fucking last thing I need to do is troubleshoot. I'm not joking. Zach's comments recently line up with previous leaks and rumors that it's an RE fanfic he came up with years ago, but written to sell as a new IP in case he couldn't get the RE job. So definitely RE DNA, but no room for Wesker and Leon to show up. There was another rumor in the press a couple of months ago that suggested there's tentacle monsters instead of traditional zombies, which would be a great way to showcase VFX and practicals. I agree with all of that for sure. Seth's in the chat. Thank you kindly. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Marvelina's World. Sadly missed this time, but promised to be the next time. Still thinking about my short interview at Gamescom. Was so crazy. Yeah, no, honestly, all good. I had a lot of fun. Gamescom was brilliant. I love what was really cool about Gamescom outside of playing RE9 is just we went out there to create content, obviously, as part of the Residents of Evil, and it was talking with like-minded fans about Requiem, about their favorite characters in Resident Evil. That's what made Gamescom really special for me, is I was connecting with Resident Evil fans and really getting their opinion, because I can sit here and talk to you guys about Resident Evil, but it's not always about me. I'm just some fucking dude who has a shed which I stream out of. I'm just one dude. Everybody's opinion on Resident Evil is valued. And I always love talking with like-minded fans, because how crazy is it? How crazy is it, specifically Gamescom, right? Let's look at that. So how crazy is it that I was there? Andy Sperling was there, who's German, obviously. JJ was there, who's American. Alex O'Neill was there, who's he's American, but he lives in Japan. All of us have a shared interest in one game series. I think it's crazy. Doesn't matter where you are in your life. Resident Evil is such a global brand, and that's what's special about Resident Evil. Eric Star, how's it going? Welcome back, Andy. You were missed. Yeah, man, we're gonna commit to a regular schedule. We're back to it now. We're gonna have some fun. Let me tell you. I was put off. I put off Welcome to Raccoon City. I started it again on Prime, but I had to stop at Young Chris and Claire at the orphanage. We didn't get that far, did you? Yeah, kind of goofy. But to be fair, that was kind of unexplored in Resident Evil. I believe Claire alluded to it in Resident Evil 2 remake. Actually, when she's in the underground with Sherry, she said, "I lost my parents too," or something like that. Pretty sure she does. So they kind of. I wouldn't say it's a retcon, but it's certainly like lore that hasn't been built on before, which they've adapted. If that makes sense. Grace will be a fan favorite after the game. Yeah, I'm all for it. As in the outcome of this film in the hospital, some zombies survive and attack locals and campers. The hospital from this film is the one from RE Outbreak. Potential, although the hospital in RE Outbreak was just the Raccoon City Hospital, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. Pretty confident it was. Thank you kindly, Wes, for your kind words. See if I've missed any other bits here. The guy who played Birkin did well in Welcome to Raccoon City. Yes. Oh my god, I've got his name. Oh, Neil. Was it Neil? Nigel? But I'm sure it begins with N. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. He was so good. He was in Yellowstone as well. Oh fuck. Neil. So I'm sure it's Neil. Neil Goldstein or something. I don't know. Neil McDonough. Thank you. It definitely wasn't a Jewish name. It was an Irish name. I think Sean was his name in Suits or Yellowstone. I could never remember. But yeah, Neil McDonough. He was fantastic, but I actually looked at him more like Albert Wesker, which is very interesting. Actually, I saw him more as Albert Wesker than Birkin because he just has Neil McDonough has this amazing way of like sinister, being very sinister, which I think would work with Wesker. Yeah, underrated, but Robbie Amell did a great job as Chris Redfield. Like, was a very young Chris Redfield, and it just he was on. I genuinely was on point. Genuinely was on point. One of the very few positives of Welcome to Raccoon City. And actually, if you go back to my podcast I did with Susie and Roe, I said the same thing there. Events of the film should lead to stars investigating the cannibal murder cult from RE1. Yeah, we need a story. Dude, if I've got to make this story myself, I will. But we need a hiking story based on Resident Evil 1. We absolutely need it. You know, the start of Resident Evil 1, where it's like, you know, fucking they were hunted down by a group of I'm paraphrasing obviously, but it's like they were hunted down by a group of around 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Dude, we need to see that. We need to see some fucking nobody hikers and a bunch of red shirts coming across an abandoned shack where maybe like fucking infected umbrella doctor or scientist or researcher who was working at the umbrella facility in the mansion. He managed to get out, but he's infected and he ends up killing a bunch of hikers. And then Umbrella, I can see it now, dude. I've pictured in my head. I've already written a script, a very basic script on it, or an outline, where basically a bunch of hikers, they're just enjoying fucking hiking in the mountains as fucking hikers do, whatever. And they come across a shack and there's like infected dogs in there and infected like research people, and they fend them off, but ultimately succumb to their injuries. And then an Arkley sheriff, he hears like a distress signal of some kind. He goes up there, obviously takes out these hikers, kills them, whatever. And then like he thinks backup's turned up, and no, it's actually Umbrella, and they trying to cover it all up and fucking zip people up in body bags and shit. And he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And he's like, "We're above your pay grade, bro." You know, that sort of thing. This is all like stoner story, like serial killer notes in my head. But I would like a story like that, something where you can afford to take liberties and it not be offensive to Resident Evil. Even have like cool, goofy references. Yeah, basically, Michael. Basically that, yes. So Arkley was a great proof of concept. Sean Liebert was actually meant to do a Keeper, like The Keeper, a Keeper series. But he, I guess it got overwhelmed on other tasks and it never came to light. But yes, absolutely. Arkley was special, really special. Yeah, Ericster, I'm a big believer in that. I think that Zach should just go into hiding now and just let the pictures do the talking. We know Zach Kreger is a time-tested horror aficionado. So, Mr. Kreger, we love you. Put your head down and let the moving pictures do the talking. That's what I say. Man, I cannot stress to you guys, I've needed this. I've needed this commentary again on Resident Evil, speaking to you guys, interacting with the community. Generally, guys, this isn't hyperbole. I'm very grateful that you guys are sticking around and we're checking the stream out. We are going to be going live with Classic RE2 on Sunday, same sort of time. We're going to play that goofy ass Michael Jackson. Oh, I apologize. It's been a long day. That goofy ass Michael Jackson mod. The remake novelization they did for a Japanese guidebook had the idea that the RPD thought it was a survivalist cult doing drugs and eating people for a satanic ritual, but they couldn't explain why none of the cultists were going to nearby clinics. I think that's a great setup for a prequel story, but the risk of a TV spin-off is when do the zombies actually show up? Yes, 100%. Can you DM me where you've got that remake novelization? I really want to read more into that. Someone book a last minute trip to Prague and report from the set. Well, funnily enough, I didn't have to do that for Welcome to Raccoon City because I said there was people that lived in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, who just send me stuff. But you're probably right. Maybe I'll put a post out and say, "Hey guys, we got any Prague fans that want to take some photographs of some sets? That'd be cool." Hey, Brian, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Andy's back from Raccoon City. Yes, and we are fucking good to go, boy. Let me tell you. Hope you're doing well. Thinking of getting that Christmas mod for RE1 OG when I get it from GOG. Yeah, man. I completely forgot GOG existed, but yes, I'm really happy that Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 are on GOG and Dino Crisis. And actually, now they're on PlayStation Plus, which is really good. Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. Really happy that they put that on there. At some point, I will play that as well. Congratulate on completing the degree. Yes. We fucking absolutely did it. I'm just waiting for it to get marked now. I've done my thesis, done my dissertation. I won't hear back until February, which is painful as hell. Like, I'm sure I did all right. I was talking to my lecturer, and he was like, "Man, all you need to do, Andy, is land the plane. That's all you got to do. Land the plane." and hopefully I have. But it's a waiting game. It's a waiting for them to market, and then next May I think I graduate. So at the end of the day, guys, if I fail, I'll just fucking resubmit, boy. That's all I do. There was a film test going on in Letny, Prague, but there's no concrete proof it was Resident Evil. There was also a set leak that matches a studio working on the film. But again, we won't know it's RE or another project. Good to know. Just keep up. Good, just keep up with the new RE news. Yeah, we're doing our best, man. JJ's done a really good job covering everything, and I've been kind of supporting JJ on the Residents of Evil. Again, guys, amazing opportunity with the Residents of Evil that I do have. Very unique content deal. I get to post on the Residents of Evil, the biggest Resident Evil dedicated YouTube channel. I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, we're building up to Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I'm super excited. I actually need to book that day off so I can play it. Josh, how's it going? Sup, Andy? It's me. It's you, Josh. How are you? Great to have you in the chat. Should they concentrate on a post-Umbrella outbreak apocalyptic future? I mean, yes, but I don't like the idea. Like, to me, Resident Evil is not apocalyptic. It's kind of in the process of being apocalyptic. I don't want it to be like Resident Evil Extinction, where the whole world is now a sandy, barren wasteland. And Alice, the female super soldier, is our only way to salvation. I don't want to do all that again. I definitely think we go more to the past prequels, or just, I mean, Beggy Beg, my good friend Beggy Beg, colleague at the Residents of Evil, has done a fantastic video on what the Resident Evil formula is, or what constitutes the Resident Evil formula. It's very simple. Isolated location, outbreak of a biological weapon, tons of bosses, government corruption, horror, etc. That's what makes Resident Evil. So that's a very easy formula to replicate. Yeah, that's cool as fuck. I'm really happy that they've done that. The only thing I really wish they do, Ballistic, trophy support. Trophy support. We need trophy support, Capcom. Like, I hate the fact that some PlayStation 1 games have trophy support and some don't. Like, I can get trophies on Siphon Filter, but I can't get it on RE1. Do you know how much like replayability RE1, 2, and 3 have? I'd be smashing them for the platinums. Okay, guys, we'll take a couple more questions here, and then we will bid you good morrow. I've totally needed this game. I know I keep going on about it, and it feels like it's hyperbole, but it's not. I'm so happy that the degree's done, life is chilling out, everything's cool, and I'm back in my shed. We're doing what we do. We've got a Resident Evil film coming up. We've got a Resident Evil game coming up. Silent Hill is firing off on all cylinders. This is a great time to be following the channel, gang. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm a lot more active on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's very hard not to come across my content. We've been having some really great interaction, doing some serious numbers. So very grateful for that. Happy Friday indeed, Plushie. Thank you kindly. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. We're going to answer a couple more questions and wrap the stream up. Let's say we'll give it another 15 minutes as a hardline cutoff. If you guys have got any questions, doesn't necessarily have to be about Resident Evil. Could be about me, could be about the channel, can be about survival horror. Please let me know. I will do my best to answer. Truth be told, Andy, are you okay with the story that Requiem will do? Or do you wish it was all an apocalypse thing with Jill and Leon that we spoke about for months? That's a great point. That's a really good point. I don't know. It's hard to say because the Requiem story hasn't really come out yet, and I can't really make an informed decision yet. But let me get it out, and then we will convene at a later date and yeah, get you that conclusion. Breathe again. Yeah, it feels like that. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Get some rest. Thank you kindly, Elizabeth. When do you think the demo will come out? I don't think they released that demo, gang, because everyone's already seen it. So they're just going to release that to a demo that everybody's seen hundreds of times. I'd like them to release it, by the way, because they had every single Resident Evil has had a demo. So I'm really shocked that they haven't released one to date. Like Village had the Maiden demo. Actually, I think it had like 3 different demos, didn't it? Had like a weird time demo, which was fucking terrible. I don't know why they did it like that. But I had fun with the Village one. I remember I played it on the Series S, if you can believe it. And do you think the same demo? You think it'll be the same demo you played at Gamescom? Yes, I think it will be. Although the one that was played at Summer Game Fest was allegedly a tiny bit different from the one that I played at Gamescom. So there's already changes happening on the fly, which is interesting. I hope they release that one. That gives you a flavor of what Resident Evil Requiem's like. I mean, there was no guns in it or anything like that, but you got a flavor of like the first and third person, like picking up stuff, checking inventories, interacting with environments and that sort of thing. So it was pretty involved in that regard. We will see something at the Game Awards, yes, because it's like the Game Awards is literally the last event before the February launch, so has to be. The one being shown is different too. You can see the main hall in the most recent one. Yeah, true. Wario64, we got some breaking news here, guys. Wario64 has confirmed that Resident Evil 9 pre-orders start October the 29th. To be honest, gang, not going to lie to you, don't see the point of pre-ordering anymore. I'd rather just buy it when it comes out. I mean, it's not like pre-ordering what it used to be, where it's like, if you didn't pre-order it, like, do you remember when Grand Theft Auto 4 come out, or when Modern Warfare 2 come out? Like the old Modern Warfare 2, 2009. Like, you could not get that game. You could not get Grand Theft Auto 4 or Modern Warfare 2 because it was sold out everywhere. And that's when you're like, you know what? I should have pre-ordered it. But pre-ordering now is just like, we're going to take something out of the game, put it as a pre-order bonus, so you buy it, but it's all a bit of a false economy. That's what it feels like anyway. Okay, gang. Well, listen, I'm blessed to have everybody in the chat. Yeah, exactly that plushie. Exactly that. I'm blessed to have everybody in the chat. 9 p.m. Sunday night, we're going live with this Michael Jackson Resident Evil 2. We're going to have a bunch of fun with it. It's going to be a nice, casual, like fun run of a Resident Evil title. I hope you guys can join me then. I'll put up the event probably tomorrow, just so you can like it and all that fun stuff. And yeah, man, cannot wait for it. Cannot wait for to be streaming with you guys once again, playing games, doing what we do best. But yeah, I needed today, guys. I'm really appreciative that you've made time for me today. Time, as I said earlier, time is the only currency in the world that you can't give back, you can't earn more of. And the fact that you guys come into my chat, we shoot the shit, and you spend time with us is a gift that I can never quite repay. So thank you kindly, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope I see all of you on Sunday for Resident Evil Michael Jackson. And yeah, have a blessed weekend. Look after your families. Stay safe. Hopefully, I'll see all of you very, very soon. Thank you kindly.